last week on the Glass Cannon Podcast.
Well, the sun is setting. I can see the first sign of stars. Let's go.
And off you go into the night in search of the Mystic Market somewhere here in town. You're looking up at the stars, but you do feel like you keep getting distracted by what you see.
Should have been at the market by now. I don't understand.
You do notice there's another building that sort of juts out, but as you're both watching there, this creature seems to come flying out. Its bite seems to be burning through you. So it pounces, bites, and burns.
The cat's really mean. I wouldn't underestimate it.
It then pounces towards Brother Ramius.
Dying too, man.
Oh boy.
I could go down with a single hit.
So can I. Bye.
It's just nuts. It's nuts.
It's a 33 to hit.
So I'm done.
Dying 2 for Asta.
Are we gonna get TPK'd by a fucking cat?
It is now Buggle's turn.
Boom. Cold snap.
Hit. Something happens. The cat takes this damage. It disperses into ash, cinders. All of you within this disbursement start to feel really, really hot.
The adventure continues now.
Take a trip down Candy Cane Lane with me. It's the sweetest thing I swear you'll ever see. It's the best. Joe!
I don't know that song.
It's from Sia. You don't know Sia?
I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, Sia. She has a
I don't
Christmas
like Sia.
album. You don't like Sia?
She makes me mad.
Okay. You want to talk about it?
No.
Oh God.
I don't like Sia. I don't like Pink.
Wow.
Something about them. I'm just like, fuck.
Okay. Sorry I brought it up.
Turn this shit off.
You know who else Kate
Wow.
doesn't like? Me.
Okay.
Let's talk about what happened at the tea shop today, Kate.
Whoa, at the tea shop, first of all.
That's embarrassing. Secondly, continue.
Not manly.
The tea shop is delicious. They have coffee as well.
This is
And
also
bubble tea.
This
and
is also the
onigiri.
place where Sydney was mistaken for Dua Lipa. So it's
I don't buy coffee from a tea shop.
That's why Sydney likes it.
It's my favorite place on earth.
Also,
Love
question,
to go
is
there.
bubble tea just grosser pulp?
Do you like
What?
tapioca balls?
It's not pulp.
But it's just junk inside the
No,
tea.
it's tapioca balls.
It's
Tapioca
like
pearl.
tapioca ball. You're
It's like
meant
chewy ball candy.
Hold on.
Got it
Right,
like
inside the
There's
tea.
a lot to unpack here. I want to get back to Sia first.
She's annoying.
Candy Cane Lane is a great Christmas song. She's got some other good hits. I think you should really check her out.
I hate everything that she does.
Okay. She may have had an appropriate relationship
Sia,
with
if
a
you're
child.
listening, I'm sorry. I don't
Really?
like
Yeah,
you.
Maddie Ziegler.
Oh, I read about
A little
that.
bit of Michael Jackson thing.
I'm gonna swing
I fucking hate that
from the
song.
chandelier.
Oh, I know that song. That's it.
Chandelier.
Well, she's got a Christmas album.
That's a great tune.
She may have an
We're-
inappropriate
right?
relationship
We
with a
are
child. I'm not sure. We shouldn't talk about Sid. But
off.
Sia, shouldn't buy coffee from a tea shop. Number 2, why does Kate not like you?
I was at the tea shop getting myself a tea.
Mhm.
Kate walked in. It was the morning. We were walking to
Here to
studio-
record today.
Here to record.
Okay.
And Kate walks in. She looks at me. I went, "Oh, hey." Kate looks at me like I was a complete stranger, and says, "Hey," and then looks away. And I was like, "That's weird." Wow. And then
Wow.
I had a weird morning with some people on the train just behaving poorly. So
Were they
and
bearded? Were
and
they bearded?
No.
Okay.
And
Were they listening to
I
Sia
didn't-
on a boombox?
oh God. And it was before my second coffee. I was ordering my second coffee while I was there. So I walk into the coffee shop, lights blaring in. A man goes, hello. And I go, hey. And then I just like look at the menu and then I was like, you turned around and I was like, who the fuck was that? I looked directly at him
I was
this
like,
time.
yes, she doesn't want to talk to
And
me.
I was like, oh my God, it's Matthew.
Wow.
And then you said hi
But I
again.
did one of those things
And
where
then
I
she
was just
left the
like,
place.
Yeah.
I
How
did
did
one of
that
those
end?
things where I was just kind of like, I'm not going to engage with anyone.
That's what happened. I thought, I was like, whoa, this is information I didn't expect, but I'm glad to have.
I said I was sorry.
So there was no like nothing. There was nothing was resolved in the tea shop.
No, like Kate was
Okay.
like, oh, and then she like punched me in the arm.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't punch you.
It wasn't hard.
I
That's how she
pushed you.
shows affection.
It was like,
It is.
oh,
Strange.
there
Yeah,
you
like
are.
a cat.
Yeah.
But no, we had a lovely little
then we actually
chit-chat.
spoke.
What was the gap between you ignoring him and apologizing?
Like 1 second.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
that's not.
So Matthew's overreacting.
No, wait. Matthew's saying it was a little bit more.
Matthew's trying to
Two.
start a smear campaign.
We're talking Matthew. Let's be honest.
Smear campaign.
Pretend she's not here. 10 seconds.
I would say under 10.
Under 10.
It was
more than
1
5?
second.
More than 5.
I would say approximately squiggle equal sign 5 seconds.
All right. So this is how it would be like, hey,
That she knew it was Matthew and still didn't say hi.
5. Hey,
1
That's
second.
weird.
That is
It's not.
very
It was
strange.
You are just
If
lying.
you count out 5 seconds,
I'm
that's
not lying.
Roll
Even if it's
security
4
cam
seconds.
footage.
I was nervous at 3 seconds
yeah.
as I reenacted that.
I thought we were going to lose listeners. Like that long of a gap. People are checking their phone to see if it stopped working.
Right. Is it frozen? Is the video frozen?
It's the only
just
possible
awkward.
explanation. That's how long you made him wait for a hello.
she said hello. She just treated me like I was just
A second class citizen,
Yeah.
I
Like you were
Is
just
that how you
hitting
feel
on her.
every
in a
week?
which is
tea
what
shop.
you were for drinking tea.
Yes.
This is how you feel
This is
every
how I
week?
feel every week.
Yes.
Isn't it fun?
She was
Usually
right
we
to
make
ignore
fun
you.
of Sydney and I go, ha 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 ha.
Nothing to make-
At least the tiger's not eating my face.
Nothing to make
and then
fun of
sometimes
today.
you guys eat my face and I'm like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't make fun of Sydney
There's,
every single day.
hey, Kate, you
We'll
gotta
get to her.
let you gotta let the tiger
Don't worry.
you gotta let the tiger lick you when you got egg on your face.
I don't mean to make fun of you, so I
That
apologize.
expression?
But I do mean to just clarify. You don't hate me? You do hate me?
Say it on air on recorded.
I don't know now.
Oh, man.
What if he was swinging from a chandelier?
Hey, for sure. Hey,
I don't know that song.
Picture it.
Hey.
That's a t-shirt.
Matthew
Just
great.
swinging from
Now I'm gonna get all the,
chandelier with a
all the
bubble
Sia
tea.
fans in the comments are going to be like, hey, what's wrong with Sia?
Yes.
Everything.
A lot.
Wow. Guess we won't be taking a trip down Candy Cane Lane today. Festivus is a couple weeks away. I celebrate around the aluminum pole. As you know, there are feats of strength. There's also the airing of grievances.
Airing of Johnskis.
And even though we're a little early for Festivus, I think we should air some grievances.
Oh, no.
Finally.
Oh, no.
We finished last episode and it was hot in her. There were things said that I cannot hear repeated again on this show because it would hurt people's feelings. But I want to talk about it.
But I want to say it.
But I want to say
On
it.
air
I want
and
Joe to
hurt
say
people's feelings.
In the interest of healing.
We get to say whatever we want.
Yes. As long as
You
it's
see how I
germane
talk
to the
about
subject.
things like
It's not-
Sia.
Yeah.
It has to be
Hurtful
germane
to
Can we-
someone here.
At
Can we
least-
talk about Sia?
No, we're going to talk about the disillusionment with this campaign.
Yours or ours?
Are we
Yours.
going to pass
Ours.
the
You
speaking
paused.
sword?
Well,
Because
because-
I will
Okay.
jump down someone's throat if I have a thought. So maybe we should use a
Okay.
sword.
Do
Are you
wanna
worried
go-
about being talked over?
Do you want to go
I'm worried about talking over people.
Do you want to go first? You're holding it very tightly.
You feel like you want. It feels like you want to go first.
It's also, it's not a sword. It's
It's a dagger.
a dagger. It's a dirk.
A bodkin.
I like calling it a dirk.
It's a dirk.
We've had 2 character deaths on the verge of possibly another one in what feels like a random encounter. We had 7 combats in a row, or 7 episodes worth of combats in a row, finally leveled up. Everyone survived, had a much needed, almost 2 episodes of roleplay, 1.5 episodes of much needed roleplay. But
Juicy.
this is a tactical combat game. Of course, you're going to get back into combat. We do. And straight out of the gate, crits, fumble, as often happens.
A lot of fumbles on this
I
side.
rolled a
Fumbles on
natty
that
18
side.
once.
over there.
And it makes you upset. Now, you have said before that part of this game is people go down a lot. People go to dying a lot.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
true.
That happens a lot.
Especially at low levels.
It's less painful when it isn't the healer that goes down.
Yeah.
Much more painful when the healer goes down first.
I like the idea.
Kate, you have the sword.
I like the idea of the fact that like Pathfinder 2E is harder at lower levels, so you don't feel like a hero at level 1. You kind of have to work for it. I respect that. I like it.
Okay.
But
Here we go.
we're level 4 now, and I still feel like I'm not a hero. And I still feel like everything that we fight, I mean, sometimes we do roll pretty badly, but like, you know, you roll really well, and then you still don't crit.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
Kate, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Can I have the speaking dirk?
Speaking Dirk.
I went like 40 to 50 seconds there without speaking. It was shocking.
It's hard.
For all of us.
Scary.
This feels great.
Now you know.
awesome.
Now you know we keep it by us.
And now
Cindy,
you
I
have
just want to stab man.
You don't have the
room
Dirk.
to
I'm sorry.
express yourself.
I just got so excited.
Kate, you don't have the Dirk anymore.
Excuse me.
Let Dirk Diggler go.
I'm tired of talking about this fucking campaign. Tired of talking about it. I like it, I don't like it. It actually has less to do with the campaign like as a story. I am frustrated by the mechanics of what seem like random non-boss combats where you basically have to roll a natural 15 to hit on your first attack and where enemies crit you on their multiple attack penalty second attack without rolling a natural 20. That to me feels like a game that's not very fun to play for players and is very just frustrating over and over again. And I think that the way Kate described it, you don't feel like a hero, you know, over and over and over. You don't feel like a hero. And it's just a bit of a grind.
You done?
Holy shit.
Nice
See?
catch.
Throwing
Circus performers.
knives.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Awkward
Flourish.
spin.
Here I go. I did feel nervous. I was very nervous. I was like, is there anything I'm going to spill? No, I'm good.
You could have stabbed Hubert.
Good.
How dare you?
Honestly, I will do it. I swear.
Hubert's insane.
I feel fine.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that's frustrating is having a character death, building a new character, trying to make it fun and interesting. I loved my original character, obviously.
I think we all did. Sorry.
Now I think. Shut up!
Are there exceptions? Are there exceptions for compliments?
Yeah, fine. You can compliment me or what I'm saying, but
Your hair
nothing-
looks amazing today.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank
That
you.
was a really good catch.
Don't make me cry. But I think the Magus class in 2E is nerfed in many ways, as Matthew can attest to the differences between 1E, because he played a Magus in 1E. And we've gone over some things where you're like, oh, yeah, that's different. Some of them being...
You believe it to be nerfed.
Yes.
I
Some
can
of them...
already see the comments coming in.
Oh, that's fine.
How dare she say it's
You
nerfed?
can say whatever you want.
It's the most powerful class ever.
Mostly with the remaster, spells that were taken away or changed. There used to be Shocking Grasp, which was huge for a Magus that no longer exists and doesn't exist the same way. So it's not the same. I can't use it basically as a Magus. Beyond that, there's some cool stuff like, yes, I can still two-hand a katana. I don't need a hand free. It's only somatic. You can draw shapes with your sword. Unless, because of Laughing Shadow, I'm in Arcane Cascade, I need to have a hand free while in my Arcade Cascade stand. Like, there's things that are so mechanically specific that nerf a Magus, and I'm working with what I got. Like, I can do what I can do, but in a combat, especially with creatures that move around a lot, which we've dealt with, it's just frustrating. Sometimes I feel like I'm useless because I run up, spell strike, and that's it for my round. If I miss, I miss. If I roll a fucking 1, I roll a 1, and that's real bad. So I think, I don't know, people talk a lot about party balance, and I feel like we have an okay balance, though some people online would disagree. I think we do okay, and it's still extremely difficult for us as a party. And I just, I don't know, makes me think that, is it me?
Aw.
That's my grievance.
It's good. You seem like you've been angry at this campaign as well, at 2E in general. I think you have a lot to say. We want to hear it. This is a safe space.
I'm a little upset that to date no one has mentioned, let alone complimented my new hoodie.
I really like your.
I was just
I
going
said
to.
you
I just
matched
didn't think
the
it was
lights.
appropriate.
Actually, is that cashmere? It looks
Yeah.
so soft.
Feel
Oh, it is?
I would even call that a
Where
cardigan.
did you get that?
That's my cousin's makes them.
Oh my
My
God.
cousin Megan.
Cousin Jason Crew.
That's right.
Jason.
I want one.
That's all you
Wow.
had to.
That's it.
That's all. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
This kid's enjoying every moment of the
Yeah,
game.
everything else is great.
I love that. I love it. I love that hoodie.
I have.
That's all the
grievance.
time we have.
All right. Well, I'll just.
See you right after this break.
Can I air my grievance or no?
Yes, please air it. Air it away.
I just feel like we don't get to play enough together, and I miss that.
Wow. So that's your grievance.
My grievance.
Well, there you have it.
I mean, I have more.
You want to go again?
Okay, take the Dirk.
Oh.
Take the speaking, Dirk.
Thought that was a nice way to go out, but okay.
Kate has the Dirk, Matthew.
She's right.
Yeah, hope it's better than what Matthew said.
I feel self-conscious. I don't want to complain too much, but
It's Festivus. We can
it's
complain.
Festivus, as we're supposed to do.
The airing of grievances.
Another grievance I have is that I think the nature of this campaign is to be grindy, and you either like that or you don't.
I have another one.
She wasn't done. But
I actually have another one too that I just remembered. And this came up. My background that I picked a different one for this character.
yeah.
All you're complaining about is your character build. It's so funny.
Everything that's in your everything that's in your control.
I remember distinctly the moment we were in the restaurant and you were like, I think I know what I'm going to do next. After we had sadly lost Lucky, you were like, Magus. And I just went, fuck. That was my initial reaction.
That is what
I like
happened.
it. I like a challenge. But here's the thing. I picked the one background that no one in the party has. I didn't want to double up and us have the same deviant feats because it's a show. I thought it would be interesting. It is written for this specific campaign. It is an energy consume ability. Not once have we fought an enemy that does the energy that I can actually use my
That is
deviant
a
feat.
fascinating and stupid design.
Not
Like it's a fascinatingly stupid choice to make a campaign feat that has no relevance in the campaign.
It is cold energy, and an enemy has to use it, and I can consume it.
Oh, it's probably
it's
book
coming
three.
up.
It's coming up.
We're going to the Crown of
I
Laurel.
know, which I was so excited about, and then we got to fucking Skywatch, and I was like, nope, still not happening.
And that's when she threw the speaking dirt.
Sorry about your dice.
Sorry about your dice.
Pretty sure you guys have fought enemies with cold energy.
Troy, do you have any
They
grievances?
blasted cold at us?
I feel like you've had a cone of
We've
cold.
had a couple, yeah.
I don't know. We play a lot of games.
Troy, do you have
Troy,
any
do you have any-
grievances?
you have to have grievances.
You want the speaking, Dirk?
No, I'll take the Dirk.
Yeah, give him the Dirk. Well, throw it nice.
The whole thing collapsed. How?
Throw it to him. Don't launch it out of a trebuchet.
Throw it like you're trying to plant it.
I'm just a girl.
You know what, though? We should put down screens for this. There should be no screens.
Yeah,
No screens
that's-
between us.
Do I have an Apple logo?
It's symbolic.
We'll cover the Apple logo.
Well, now you just said it.
At this point, you're just giving them free advertising anyway.
I rode like 4 18s and a 17 last week against you guys' 3 natural ones, I think, or 2 natural ones. And
Yeah.
Just
and
to-
I guess
and that happens whenever things go this way. It's because that happens. Because
All right.
I'm rolling
maybe.
rocks, you guys are rolling shit.
Maybe, but here's where I disagree. And this whole like
These are all I stated was facts.
I know. But here's where I disagree that like that's the reason that I don't like this campaign. It's like I don't like some of the design, the encounter design. It is not because of bad rolls. It is because like what you can, a couple natural ones, a couple super high rolls, like that'll swing things for sure. And I don't mean to just like complain about like random chance. It just feels a little wrong to me. Like when you say you guys roll like shit, a lot of times what Matthew, our frontline fighter guy, is rolling is a natural 11, a natural 12, and those
And you think those should hit.
against an off-guard opponent. Like we are in position, they are off guard, and it's still a fucking miss. Yeah. And it's not that we are constantly rolling like shit. Yeah, the natural ones happen. It's also not the boss. You know what I mean? Like if we got into the Raiders camp, and this was Gorkon the Swift, I can't remember his name exactly. And you're going against the head hobgoblin, 100%, I can see it. And if you TPK, you're like, man, we went down to this tough boss. But it's like a random encounter against some creature that has no relevance to the story that you're aware of. And it's like 3 levels higher than you. It just seems strange to me in terms of encounter design. It has nothing to do with the overall story, nothing to do with the way you're running it. And I think not as much to do with the die rolls. It's just that they're so extreme every random encounter, I feel like.
It's not 3 levels higher than you, but still.
Yeah. Feels like it.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing else? I don't need it.
Oh.
I already threw the dirk.
Random encounters were a big part of original D&D, and so when they pop back up in these adventure paths, it stays true to sort of the spirit of the original game, and I like that. But I can understand when it goes awry, it can feel less meaningful. But it happened in Giant Slayer, Orem Vorax.
You know what? You know what else I should say? I should put this point in there. Hero points.
Yeah.
They are a designed part of the game that you have essentially taken out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I shouldn't call this a failing of the encounter and design or a failing of the system. It's the way that we're playing it. It's just like...
That is a great point.
Yeah, like almost every one of those natural ones just would not have happened in the actual game that this was designed for.
We also wouldn't be as terrified on a razor's edge every time someone went down because we'd have more opportunities to stabilize.
Yes.
Totally. And I think that goes, it's so funny. They're called hero points. And that's exactly what Kate's point was we don't feel like heroes. And it's like, if that's the kind of game you want to play, that's fine. But I think that's what hero points do. They make you feel like heroes.
Make you feel like heroes.
So it's interesting. It almost like reinforces the game design in a way that they put those in there for that reason. Because we have them in Blood of the Wild. And it doesn't feel like they have that much of an impact, but you can see they must have a huge impact because we never feel this way except in major encounters against, boss level enemies.
Yeah.
But
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if that makes a big difference.
I mean, yeah, that extra life one that we did, it was a one shot. We were giving away like bottle caps for like donations. So it's like a bit different. Like at one point I had like 4 of them. So it's, but like, yeah, it definitely did like, I had like 3 or 4 of them at one point. Yeah.
That's how we hit our goal. It's like $1,000.
People are so generous.
I remember seeing people like in chat being like, they're having so much fun with this. I'm like, well, yeah, because I've got like 3 bottle caps. It's completely fucking different. Armor level 4 and all of that. But like, it was also kind of a different campaign. Like it didn't seem like, it's a one shot, but it didn't seem like as crazy deadly. And I don't know. Yeah.
I also want to say, to Joe's point too, like this is not a failure of the campaign in any, like I'm not speaking to Paizo when I talk about my disappointments. It's mostly I'm disappointed in like my roles or, my own character build for sure. Like I thought it'd be fun to play a Magus, and it is fun. And I am loving our party dynamics. I'm loving the storytelling. I think you're a wonderful GM, obviously. And I think we're all playing in like a fun way. But it is just combat after combat, getting beaten down is like hard.
Yeah, it weighs on you.
It weighs on you. But
emotionally.
That being said, love Asta. I still love her build, even if people out there are like, you should have done this to max out. I'm like, I don't care about that. I care about the character and the like what it brings to the table. So like no issues. Overall, no issues. Just like a little bit tired. I think I was having more fun before I was rightly corrected about how much damage I was supposed to be dealing with my spells. Yeah.
That was way more fun.
Let her kill.
So I like my way better, but
I like my way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know you're having fun in Blood of the Wild, but you're also a barbarian that hits everything. You're a BA. You guys don't have any character with the BAB that can withstand.
That's not true.
I don't think
these
that's
are
true.
maxed BAB characters.
So a fighter at level 4 wouldn't
It's not
have
the
a higher...
same as 1E. Like the BABs are pretty consistent.
Yeah, mine is the same as Barnes's. Like for like my Divine Lance, it all tweaks on your max ability
I'm
score.
a +4 strength. I am a strength ability score, and I have a +4.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and yeah, so that's.
I don't
where,
think hero points make that much of a difference. I think of Extra Life. I was rolling poorly. You guys were rolling really
That
well.
too, yeah.
That it's that the luck just seems to. You guys need to do a real luck ritual.
We spent hero points.
Wait,
in that game
here's my
too.
question though.
Yes.
I know we're not done with the encounter, so maybe you can't tell me. But this cat, what is its plus to hit? Because you said you didn't even roll a natural 20.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
My guess is 14.
So that's, my plus to hit, even with my +1 striking rune right now, is 11.
Yeah.
I feel like that's significantly lower. No? I don't know. Is that balanced usually? Like,
Well, for one combatant against multiple
sure.
and against 5 instead of 4.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of 1 versus 5. It's also balanced for 4 characters.
Yeah.
And you're still, just unfortunately struggling.
It could just be the dice rolling. But what I think is pretty inevitable is the feeling that everybody has.
Yeah.
You're just like, God.
I just want to hit and
I
not
feel
go
like a
down.
failure all the time. And
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
fun.
feel enough that way in your life You need to replicate it in like a fantasy scenario.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We were doing accounting in the last episode, and now I have to feel like a failure. This is so hard for me.
Yeah, I feel like I think about, because I know I know it's not the same game, but playing Call of Cthulhu, it's like that game is very like high pressure and like scary to play, and you're on edge during combat because you're squishy. And when you roll low, it sucks, but like it doesn't. I don't know.
When you roll low, it's good.
It's good.
Or no, when you roll high, or like when you roll badly or
When you
whatever.
fail.
Yeah.
When you fail, it sucks, but like you do have like that luck pool you can pull from, which makes it a bit better. But then also, I don't know. It's just I think back on that where I'm like, this is also a terrifying game where we're always on edge. But like when I do it here with this one, I'm just like, yeah, it just weighs me down. I'm like,
Also, in Call of Cthulhu, you're not heroes.
yeah.
Right.
Not meant to be heroes.
I think you might be right about the hero points are not having an enormous wouldn't have an enormous mathematical effect.
But that's
But
psychological.
They have a huge psychological effect because if you were to fail twice, like I've already used your hero point and fail again, I don't necessarily feel like ground down by the world against me. I feel I feel like oh god, like it just feels so crushing.
But rolling
it's
two
momentum.
natural ones back to back is crushing.
Right? Yeah,
Without-
we're just
You
like
feel like you earned that.
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
in a
I
way.
think that's what I'm trying to say. Where it's like and
That's an earned disaster.
Sure.
You know,
And
as
I think-
opposed to like the world being against you.
And I think if I miss on that first attack at this level, right? If I roll natural 13, natural 14 and miss, which happened, it didn't happen in this past encounter, but it will often happen. Then I'm like, oh God, that's so debilitating because now I'm going to roll if I go to roll my second attack, which I feel like I have to because I'm the only one in the party who can deal damage because Asa is on a different plane, then or something, then it's like, well, that's definitely not going to hit. So then I'm like, okay, well then do I spend it get the +1? And then it's like the strategy of getting the +1 doesn't even feel effective because I'm rolling like if I can't hit on a 14, it's just. But whereas with the hero point, you're like, okay, it doesn't feel like I have to hit on this one roll, right? It doesn't feel so high pressure. And then it's like, okay, well, but then I have the decision, like I could use the hero point, right? Done. So
How would you feel about getting hero points once every 4 or 5 episodes? But on the flip side, anytime you roll 10 under the AC, you get a fan fumble.
That's. I mean, then you would never.
I think that
it makes the second attack so risky,
I think it would need to
especially
be
against these kind of creatures.
more than every 4 or 5 episodes because I roll how many attacks in an encounter?
Yeah.
So it would be
Yeah, 1 every
Those
3.
fan fumbles are brutal. I mean, the fan fumble had a huge impact on that too. That's not in the
that's
game.
the other thing.
That's not in the encounter design.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
In this
But
particular.
that brought us down to 4 characters, which is what it's designed for.
supposed to be. Well, let me say one
And then
other
I
thing.
came back and died.
Right.
One other thing, purely mechanically, coming off of Call of Cthulhu, and what Matthew was just saying about rolling like a natural 13. If you think about Call of Cthulhu, yes, you're not a hero, but generally speaking, and we're not talking about combat here because Call of Cthulhu is not about combat. It's like it happens, and when it does, it's very, very, very deadly. But throughout, when you roll, the thing that you are best at in Call of Cthulhu, since it's a D100 system, it's pretty easy to say you have a 75% chance of success or a 70% chance of success in Call of Cthulhu if it is the thing you are best at, the thing you're spec'd for. That's generally going to be what your score is. For these characters, this is what they're best at, and they have a 25% chance to hit. Or 30% chance to hit. It's a complete reversal of the success failure mechanic that just in this particular campaign, I felt like that feels that I think that's why you tend to feel like a failure.
It's interesting. Yeah.
I wouldn't feel like a failure in Call of Cthulhu if I'm a librarian and the hideous monster comes up to me and I'm rolling on a 20 or a 15.
Right.
A 15%
Or like
chance.
a
I'm like,
punch
oh
that
man,
goes-
like I'm just gonna die, and it's part of the story. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But when you're like, I'm the only one that is good in my party, and I rolled over a 10 and I still fail, it's frustrating.
the thing I feel like also happens with you a lot is you will roll like a 12 or a 10 or something on your first roll and then roll and miss.
And then roll a
a
natural
roll like a 19.
Yeah.
and then miss.
It's infuriating.
It's just so
Yeah.
brutal.
Yep. That happens. And then also like, I don't know. Like last episode, I was missing the stunning fist And it's just like, oh, if I miss that, then it's like, oh, I can't believe I missed doing that. And not only is like the internet going to be pissed at me, but like every single little thing helps when you're like this dire. So I'm like, God, I just suck. God. Not only does Zephyr suck, but I suck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's good to talk about these things. It's good to get them out and see how you're feeling, because I know it was frustrating and like, this you're not out of the woods yet with this. This is still really
Well,
bad.
it disseminated at the end of last episode.
It's gone. We're free.
Yeah.
You literally used the term ash, which is only what happens to
And
dead
then
things.
I think we're done
The
here.
air heated up around us, and we
Bless your
all.
heart.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
It's good. It's good to know. It's good to check in though every once in a while. I know there's been some frustrations, but the frustrations aren't so much with the story or anything like that. It's with the, just not feeling like a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to say the hero points, because I don't know if they'd make a big mathematical difference, but I don't think I think about the emotional, psychological difference they would make. So
When you have a horrible roll, you can get rid of that one.
yeah,
Once in a while. Like, nice.
And I know,
and
like,
that doesn't feel cheap to you at all.
No.
I understand.
Not in this
It feels
design.
so cheap to me.
I understand your sort of reluctance, your reasoning for not wanting to have them as much in this, because it can undo like a failure in a dramatic moment, and it's just like, it's like throwing the challenge flag. It's just like there's enough of that in the NFL. So I understand that like completely, but it does sort of the impact of it just does sort of add up, I think, over time. And
The scenario I imagine is like, you save them for those those death saves. That's obviously the primary use of them for us. But then also like that moment where it's like, okay, like you have to hit the monster right now, or we're all gonna die. And I know because of the way because of the monster's AC, I'm only gonna really get a chance on the first attack, and I roll that natural 7. And then it's like, okay, well now that feels like, okay, I'm going to spend the bottle cap, be a hero, and see if I can rouse myself.
It's fun to do that. Even if you miss on the second time, it's fun to be able to do that. Like,
That's why I started not saving them. Like we all started at one point just saving them for recovery checks. And I'm like, I'm not do that. That's not fun. And I just started spending them on attack rolls, even though I have none now and I might die. But like it made it fun. Like you can crit on them and it changes everything. And
Yeah.
And the fact that you have to take the second result too also feels, it's not like we're rolling twice and taking it better.
Yeah.
That you have to take the second.
Yeah. So if you didn't fumble, you could fumble. There's a greater
We've
risk
done
as
that.
well.
We've done
frequently.
that.
Especially
I've
on
done it.
saving
Yeah,
throws.
especially the way you guys roll. Well, it's an interesting discussion. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because we'll see what happens with this episode. Maybe we'll just we've talked about this being a TPK, and then we just go out to dinner,
Oysters.
take a couple months off. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what happens and how I take in this information and see if we make any changes. But we'll be back right after this quick break. Folks, we're back. We've gathered around the aluminum pole, and now we want to thank our sponsors, Norse Foundry and Foundry Virtual Tabletop. A couple of foundries.
It's so funny because I could sit here and be like, how bad we've been rolling, and just be like, Norse Foundry for all your shitty rolling needs. And you're just over there rolling Norse Foundry.
Yeah, I know.
Does Norse Foundry have a little bit of a bent towards GMs?
I mean, we use it in Strange Aeons also on our live tour.
That's
and
true.
like,
I roll fine.
I roll fine.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah, and I've eaten shit lately on my Strange
Yeah.
Aeons rolls.
Yeah.
I just rolled 17, 18,
Oh.
20 on a new die.
17, 18, 20.
I have a new slogan.
Oh.
Like a broken clock in a bag, Norse Foundry, write twice a day.
We'll workshop it.
Because of the Festivus. That's part of it is you got to have the broken clock in the bag.
There you go.
Broken clock in a bag.
I
That's a
forgot we were
Festivus only promotion.
celebrating Festivus.
There's no point in releasing this outside of Festivus. Yeah.
Festivus for the rest of us. You know that you have to navigate these enchanted streets. Something is wrong in Skywatch. They told you.
Yeah.
It's easier to do it at night than during the day, even though day would present perhaps a safer way of moving about. You decide to take what you think is going to be an easier check to go at night, see the stars, or the Ramius rolls, the survival check, and you get the sense
that roll didn't go well. You stumble into this street, these 3-story apartment buildings. Something doesn't seem right. All the doors are shut except Asta and Buggles notice, oh, that's interesting. That door up there is open. This like smoky little feline comes rushing out, pounces towards Ramius, just jaws and claws and pouncing, really doing a lot of damage when it hits. It's doing fire damage in addition to the piercing damage from its mouth. You've done a lot of damage to it, but it keeps laying into you. It's immune to fire, which neuters, 50% of Buggles' attacks.
Yeah, like a stray cat in Brooklyn.
Like a stray cat that had the misfortune of wandering by Sydney's window, they call it.
The cat's doing
Mad Sydney.
The cat's doing great. Cat update. Beep, beep, boop. Cat update. Cat's good. Still at the house, hanging out. If anybody's looking for a cat.
I can't remember who hit it last. Somebody hit Buggles.
Me.
Yeah, Buggles. Buggles hit it.
I got the frosty fire.
Yes.
Buggles hits it for like 20-something points of damage, I think.
18 points.
18 points of damage. It's all in the chat here. I could just read the chat. Anyways, hits it, and it like disperses into this cloud of cinders and ash. You guys start thinking, metagaming-wise, oh, this must be some sort of death throw. That's not good. Creatures that die and do damage on the moment of death. But that doesn't quite seem to be what's happening here. It seems like it's like dematerialized, at least for a moment, with this hot ash that is surrounding all of you. It's a 20-foot emanation around you. 2 of you are unconscious. 1 of you unconscious and dying too. And Asta, Ramius has at least made both of his recovery checks and is just unconscious, but can't move, can't do anything to wake up from this burning hot ash. On top of that, this creature seems to be gone. Everyone within the cloud here is concealed, and this creature, at least for the moment, is not visible to you at all. And that is where we pick up this week's episode. Buggles, I think that was your first action or your first 2 actions. I don't think you moved first.
No, I didn't move. Yeah, that was my first 2 actions.
You still have an action left.
So with this like sort of heat kind of building up around us in this cloud of ash, I'm going to use my 3rd action to cast another spell. I'm going to cast Thermal Stasis on Zephyr in the cloud.
What does that do?
It gives you resistance 2 against fire and cold for 1 round.
Nice.
Resistance 2 to fire and cold. And now, even though she's concealed, you should still be able to. You are difficult for 1 or more creatures to see due to thick fog. You can be concealed to creatures, but not others. While concealed, you can still be observed. But you're tougher to target. I would say, unless you want to refute it, that you can see her and cast that. You can see her and cast that.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it's 4.
4?
The Titan. So it is resistance 4 to fire and cold.
Also, I'm in a square adjacent to you. Like maybe I'm just right around that corner.
I can like reach out. It's actually, I think it's like Buggles just sort of pushing through the barrier in his mind to like reach out to you and just like give you that bit of protection. And that breaks the spell. And then it's just like the Kulu-Khan is banished for the moment. And he's like, oh.
Kulu-Khan banished.
Sorry, so everybody within the cloud is concealed?
Everyone in the cloud is concealed.
Yeah, there's a flat check if you're casting a spell on her.
It's not a targeted spell.
Okay.
It's a mental thing?
Yeah.
Okay. If it's mental, I'm going to say you have that mental connection with her. I'm not going to make you roll the check.
It's an emotion spell. I just have to feel her.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It would be DC 5 for conceal, but if it's mental, I'm not even going to worry about it.
We rolling plenty of DC 5s next 2 rounds. Anyway.
You guys got enough to worry with. I'm fine with that. It is now Zephyr's turn.
I'm going to use my last focus spell for right now to harmonize self.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I get 8 more hit points back.
Huge.
Let me just 8.
Need.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Let me take it back. Just very important there. Where Buggles finished his turn in this cloud of cinders. something happens.
Just remove that 8 really quick.
Just remove that 8 really quick. Buggles, you take 7 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Continue. There's Zeph.
Okay. I'm going to put that 8 points back on now. I have such few hit points that, like, if you hit me, like, I might have gone down.
You need to get out of this.
Yeah, but, like, we don't know where we are, if this thing is dead, so I don't even know where to go to be safe. But I do know that both Asta and Brother Ramius are down.
You can also see there's that 20-foot radius. Wherever this is, there is a space to the north, there's spaces to the south, but with Asta and Ramius down, they will take this damage
All right.
on their turn. Which, by the way, just putting it out there, should Asta fail or critically fail her recovery save, the fire damage will kill her.
I am actually going to take back, for the second time, casting my focus spell to harmonize self. First action, run up to Asta. Second action, grab her. Third, drag her out of the 20-foot range.
Okay, let's talk about that. She's not Buggles.
I know,
That's going to be a lot.
but I only have to drag her like 10, 15 feet. And I have 35 feet of movement.
So
Right,
you'd
so-
be encumbered most likely.
So half speed. She could still do it in 15.
You have to move 20.
How much? What's your bulk? Sorry, that was an impolite question.
What's your bulk?
You can't ask a woman that. You can't ask a woman her bulk.
What's Asta's bulk?
HR.
You need to be able. All right, so moving up to her, that's your first action.
Yep.
Grabbing her is the second. You then would need to move 25 feet to get you and her out.
25.
Because do you see these two spaces at the bottom here? Oh, you want to go that way?
20. And then this is 15.
Yeah, but you have to. You guys don't share a space. You know
My
what I mean?
total bulk is 4.
What's
So-
well? Actually, you may not be encumbered. What's your
20. If you can move 20 feet, I would say you could get her out of it.
What's my what?
what's your current bulk level?
It'll be under your gear. It'll say total bulk. I'm unencumbered.
Bulk 3
of
of
what is
max
of-
13.
So
Encumbered is 8.
and you're 4.
I'm 4.
So actually, you won't
I
even
wouldn't
be
be
encumbered.
encumbered.
So you should just be able, because you're so strong, you should just be able to drag her.
So you're bulk 3. This would put you up to bulk 7, which wouldn't encumber you. And you can move how many feet?
35 feet.
And even if she was encumbered, it's just a 10-foot penalty.
So
Okay.
I can move 25. Cool.
All right, so I'm going to say you can do it.
Awesome.
I don't see why you couldn't. That's your whole turn.
Yeah. Move us away.
Yeah, right to the edge of that 20-foot radius.
Here's the thing. Thank you for doing that. Maybe you should have saved Ramius, because I still have to roll for my save, and I could
Yeah,
very
but-
well still die.
You're just gonna die now. She had to get you out now. Otherwise, you.
If anything goes
I
off in this
definitely would
20
have
foot,
died. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, unless you succeed on your recovery check.
I don't know if it matters. I feel like I would have tried to move her as far away as possible, not right outside the limit.
Okay. How far can you move?
35 feet.
Okay, so you can move another 15. So they're leaving. Leaving the combat.
That's pretty heroic.
Well,
Yeah. Running away.
here. I want
So weird.
to.
Kate doesn't feel like a hero.
I want to move.
Actually,
her
it was incredibly heroic.
It was very heroic.
right to. Let me ping it.
Right there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because I still want to be within range.
You're within
in
range,
case.
yeah. All right, so you bring her carcass
She's not dead yet.
over to this. You bring her limp carcass to the edge of this
Cadaver of your friend.
embankment. And worried as you do so, as you pull further away, that you could get disoriented by these streets as well.
Yeah. Yeah. If we get
If
separated.
we get separated, everybody lost.
Teomachus Barnes.
Teo Marcus.
Okay. How heavy are you?
I don't know, man.
How many bulk?
Super light.
It's on your character sheet.
Oh, that's right.
Where
you
is-
are like
where is
skinny.
Scroll down.
Scroll down.
Keep scrolling.
3.
Okay, great. So I could do the same thing. So I'm gonna. You're stable, so I don't have to worry about.
Correct.
Okay, because I could have also just given you the potion, but okay. But Barnes is gonna glint the mirror. He'll appear. Barnes was looking at where Ramius was, so I'm assuming like I don't need to. And, then in the darkness, I'll grab onto his form.
So I'm just concealed. You can see me.
Now I can see. I couldn't see you before.
You can? Everybody within the cloud is concealed.
To each other, even if you're more
You're
than
not
5 feet away?
hidden. You're not hidden.
Oh, great. Okay, great. So then I'll glint the mirror. Another Barnes will appear.
First action.
That second Barnes will then grab Ramius
Second action.
and drag him from the front and I'll shout to Buggles, "I've got Ramius."
And how far can you move?
25 feet.
All right, do you want to move the full complement?
Yes, please.
Okay, that will take...
When are you encumbered?
I am encumbered at 8. I'm currently at 3. With you, it would be 6.
6. Okay.
Pull
Juicy.
Ramius out, leaving Buggles alone.
So Buggles just disappeared from me on Foundry once I left the cloud.
Okay, and now...
And I shout. I know. I tell you, I'm getting Ramius. I also tell you, I'm pulling down. In some whatever direction would make sense to show you which way I went.
Okay.
Go to the top of round 6. It would be Brother Ramius' turn. Brother Ramius is unconscious. He took 6 points of damage by being dragged across the uneven
Back to
ground.
dying 1.
There was a shard of a broken Heineken bottle. Cut him in the leg. He's bleeding out. Hit his carotid
Outside
artery.
of a soccer stadium?
I've got all these pull tabs lodged in my back.
And for the 50th time in campaign 2, I need a death roll from Sydney. It would be DC 12. So a 1 or a 2
What?
kills you.
I have toughness, so it's DC 11.
Okay.
So only a natural 1.
Stop. Don't. You of all
I honestly
people.
thought it was a
We
positive
taunt the
thing.
gods when we
You
say
of all
this shit.
people. I felt so confident when I rolled this for fucking Lucky, too. I thought she was out of the woods. And here I am again, dragged out of the woods.
There's no chance.
Yeah, God can't kill you.
Stop.
I dare him to try. I don't
5% chance.
Can you believe
All right.
Get a close up.
I'm so
Get
scared.
in there, Brody.
There's 20 different options.
Get in there.
15.
Oh.
Dying 1.
Nice try, God.
Nice try, God. Not today, God.
Dying 1. I just moved.
Did you just move me into a house?
I didn't mean to. I think you'll like this place.
What's going on in there?
There's a couple in there.
Going at it. We're squatting.
They're squatting.
Lovely. Lovely furnishings.
He
Okay.
doesn't know what to do now that you guys played so well.
He thought he had us.
He thought it was over.
Yeah, I thought it was over.
He's like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. We're just gonna be
Would you allow
death
me
scenes the whole episode."
free action to start slapping Brother Amy's cheeks?
No.
I don't think it's gonna be very effective, so I think it'll just be fun.
His
It's
butt,
just
his butt
fun.
cheeks?
Yeah, which cheeks?
It's the ones on his face.
Oh, okay.
Did Bless move with you? I guess it does, right?
No, right?
Yeah, sure.
Centered on.
we do this every time, and you always respond the same way. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
But does it? You don't know?
It is an emanation.
Okay.
Most emanations come from a source that
Okay.
It's not a burst.
it's not a burst.
The cloud of cinders starts to rematerialize
Yeah.
into this creature, which is now right next to Buggles,
Oh,
This thing.
and will attack Buggles
Told you.
against your off guard AC here.
Right. When you're right, you're right.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
This is bad. Off guard AC, and this will deal extra damage.
Why is it
on a
off guard?
hit. It's part of the ability. I can reappear in any spot. The character attacks is off guard, and a hit would deal an extra 1d6 fire damage.
It's a really nerfed creature.
A crit here would
You gotta give it some more
be
powers.
Real bad. Let's see. That is going to be a 20 to hit
That's a hit.
against off guard. Okay, so it's going to be, all right, 12 points of piercing and 9 points of fire.
Ooh.
21 points.
Okay.
Oh, he's still up. That means
I don't know if he was hit yet.
we can end it.
if only I had a healing potion on my belt. Zephyr could feed me it, but I don't because someone stole it from me.
Yeah, it does have a healing potion.
You don't have any healing potions on you?
You know
What happened to
does
that
have-
one you took?
Oh, shit!
All right, you're no longer off guard.
I have a minor one.
You took it back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna die because of you.
She has a minor healing.
Guys, don't fight. You're both pretty.
Go on.
Claw attack against
more.
Buggles' regular AC. 19.
That's a hit.
18 points of slashing.
And I'm dying one.
No!
Oh,
Dying one.
You'll live forever.
3 out of 5 characters down. The remaining 2 characters combined hit point total is?
Currently,
7? Is it like 7?
I have 10.
I have 17.
Oh, 20. Well, we'll live forever.
We'll live forever.
It is funny though. You mentioned because I was thinking the Vorax because it was another cat.
Yeah.
We had no business running into at all.
Yep.
And almost
Almost
killed
murdered
the
us all.
party.
everyone. Yeah.
Yep.
We were significantly more powerful, though. I think we were
Yeah,
like,
that was we were like level like 8 or 9 or something.
I feel like that, yeah.
that was, I think, almost to the day, because we're recording this in early-ish November.
That we were in Massachusetts.
in
for that.
Massachusetts, so
Yeah.
to the day 8 years ago. Almost.
Wow. Yeah. No, you're right.
Final action is going to pounce 30 feet and attack Barnes.
God, this thing is...
Exactly at 30 feet.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go, Jaws. John's the lion. Okay. Probably a miss. Regular AC 15.
Miss.
Big round.
Yeah, no kidding.
Big round.
Huge. Huge.
It is. Well, Buggles will move. Right there. It is Zephyr's turn.
Since Asta is down, can I like share space with her and kind of like stand over her so I can flank the thing with Barnes?
Please.
Yeah, right?
We've allowed it in the past.
Share space with a dead enemy or dead ally.
She's not our enemy yet. She just stole a couple things from us.
Yeah, you know what? I will allow it. I will allow it. If Asta were to come to, then, you know, she'd probably, one of you would get pushed out of it. Normally I don't allow it, but I would do it for a dead character, and she's basically dead.
Wait, get pushed out of what?
Out of the square. She wants to share a square with you.
So I can.
Why not?
And I
You
feel
can't
like
share a square. But this is a special situation where you're nearly dead.
Yeah, stand above
and
me.
prone.
I'm like standing over you. Yeah.
What he's saying is if you get woken up somehow, you'll have to...
Yeah, okay.
One of you'll have to...
I'm just looking here. You can. I just saw something interesting. You can share a space with a prone creature if that creature is willing, unconscious, or dead, and if it is your size or smaller. So it's in the rules. You can
Really?
do it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, so
and
we could just do this whenever we feel like it?
Yeah, and the GM, willing, it says, the GM might allow you to climb atop the corpse or unconscious body of a larger creature in some situations. A prone creature can't stand up while someone else occupies its space, but it can crawl to a space where it's able to stand or can attempt to shove the other creature out of the way. Capital S. So yeah, you can share.
Interesting.
So one step up so I can flank.
You take 2 points of damage, Asta.
2?
Wait, what?
What?
Kidding.
I was like, great, back down to dying too.
Up on your face.
Flurry of blows with my fists. Flurry of blows with my fists. 20, well, bless, right? 29 to hit. For the first one.
29 is a yacht.
And then the second one,
What?
25.
2 hits.
Yes.
2 hits.
Yes. Stunning
Action
fist.
Kate!
Yes.
Actually, Kate.
Fortitude save.
Fortitude save.
I had lunch, so I fucking remember.
Yeah.
31 critical success.
Okay.
Okay, but so that's 2 hits. 8, 7, 15 points of damage with my hands. It's like she steps over, does like a cross, and then like a front kick.
Cross, front kick, stab.
Oh, and I have one more action. I don't think I want to move out of flanking so that you can get a buff, but I
Well-
would like to move out the square. So that she can get up if she needs to.
I would. So if you want to stay in flanking, great. But I also think it doesn't really help me if you move either way 5 feet. So if you want to get away, get away. I can always bring the implement in.
Actually, final action, the focus spell that I undid 4 times and didn't actually use. Focus spell to harmonize myself, get 8 hit points.
That's only one action.
Since it's one action and I'm
Okay.
right next to this thing. And
Take it. Yeah, because if you don't kill it this round, it's going to lay you out. Going to lay you all up. It is the Gatewalkers' Bond's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna do.
This is enormous because Ramius is unconscious. Asta is unconscious and dying. Buggles is unconscious and dying.
I'm stabilized.
it's just us.
No, you're
Oh no,
dying.
I'm dying
You're
one.
dying one.
It's just us.
It's just the 2 of you.
Hey,
Good thing we're not in a
Look at
tea
us.
shop right now.
look at us. Shut up.
Good thing it's not a tea
Who
shop.
is that over there?
Oh, hey.
Yeah, you know what? You don't get the flanking
Some
bonus because it's
weird
Kate.
man.
Zephyr looks across. Who
weird
is
man.
that fighting the cat?
Flanking bonuses are only for friends.
Oh, Matthew.
No, Matthew!
It could be any number besides that.
It's not.
It's not a natural 1.
Oh,
It's
thank
just a
God.
natural 8. Which brings us to a total of 19.
You know
Bless.
what? You know what
With the
hero?
bless.
You know what a hero would do with
With the bless?
20.
Would hit. If you were a hero.
I was a hero.
With the bless?
With the bless.
What's total?
19. Off guard, but
Yeah, we know that doesn't hit.
okay. So instead, for my second action, it's a gamble.
Do it.
Okay. Second, my last 2 actions.
Okay.
Force barrage.
Oh!
Hey, there we
nice.
go.
That's why you got the spell.
Right?
The spell.
Force barrage. How many missiles?
2d4.
We got 2 actions, 2 Johns.
4 points of damage.
What?
No.
Isn't it 2d4?
6.
What?
It's 1d4 plus 1. And
6 points of damage.
Still up.
Okay.
Round 7
Really?
for the Ramius. Unconscious and stable. Asta, unconscious and dying. DC 10 because of your toughness. You're dying 1. A success here, 10 or higher.
Exactly the scenario I talked about with the hero points. It's like,
Yes.
I have to hit on this one attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. I rolled this and rolled well last
10 or
time.
higher and you're stable.
7. Back to dying 2.
God damn it.
Do you see it? Do you see a scenario of how this could end, this fight? I see it.
Is this scenario us going to dinner?
I mean, you brought up a really interesting thing, like if your character goes down and how like Lucky went down to a fox.
Oh
Like,
my God. Listen to this poetic justice. This is the only reason I would be okay with a death for Asta in this scenario. Lucky, bit by a fox and goes down.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Asta, scratched by a cat.
And goes down.
And
that is
goes
fascinating.
That's a
I
beautiful
mean-
bookend.
That is
Yeah.
poetic.
There's no way that anyone would ever plan for that as
We'll
the
talk all about that in the epilogue episode next week.
Or after this break.
Asta will live forever.
We're not even at the break. Oh, no.
Maybe we'll take a break after poor Buggles.
Death roll here. DC 11 recovery check.
Oh, that beautiful die.
11 or higher and you're stable.
Okay. I love this die, by the way.
So pretty.
It
This
is
is
very
Eric,
pretty.
our friend Eric in Norse Foundry.
Looks like
gave
it's
me this.
lit up, but it's just the light
Yeah.
hitting.
Yeah, it's just like the way the light hits it. It's like it's
Iridescent.
frosted, like it's prism. It's really
Come on.
nice.
Under the
Still
studio
beautiful.
lights, it's great.
Let's see if you still love it.
13.
Hey!
Lucky 13.
Buggles, stable and unconscious.
That's big. The
Yeah.
dying 1 roll to stable is
That's huge.
It is the Alanix's turn.
Alright.
Alanix.
How come they always have to make cat names unpronounceable?
Elanix. It's the Elanix's turn.
Landings Morissette.
Asta is dying too. Buggles and Ramius are stable and unconscious. Zephyr and Barnes have X amount of hit points left, and this creature has its full complement of attacks. We'll be back right after this quick break.
Oh my God.
Here we go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Flip a coin.
Roll a die.
Barnes to the north, Zephyr to the south. 1, 2, 3 Barnes. 4, 5, 6 Zephyr. And I'll do this for every attack.
I can't make a fist with my nails.
Barnes, 2.
Is that a Troy die?
Sure is. Jaws.
He can't even look.
I haven't rolled a natural 20 in all of
That's
these.
true. In all of this.
In all of these rolls, I have not rolled a natural 20. It's not a natural 20.
Oh, God.
It's certainly a hit. Is it a crit, though? Probably not. 30.
Not a crit. Barely.
Can you survive a single hit?
If he rolls badly.
15 piercing, 2 fire.
You had 17.
That's 17.
He had
Had 17
He told
left.
us before.
So
he had
bad.
17.
Damn it!
Barnes goes down.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, it's very believable.
Dying. 1. Second attack will be on Zephyr. With the
Zephyr just sees everyone going down. She's the last one standing
last
right now.
one.
And she's just like, this is how it was going to go. Put your glasses on.
17.
Miss.
Oh, come on.
Miss me with that.
All right, this is -10. You can do this.
My hands are sweaty.
I've hit on the -10.
Yeah.
This round.
Oh, we know.
Okay. Higher BAB with the claw, lower damage.
4 characters.
Lower BAB. I'm going to stay with the jaws.
You're going to nat 1.
That would be good for you guys.
I think you're going to nat 1.
Here we go.
What's his name? Smokey?
Smokey. He doesn't need a name. Here we go.
Oh, wait, right. Annie Lennox.
Very limits. 11.
Miss.
Zephyr!
This is only
miss.
half the battle, though, Zephyr, because
The last
it
one
is
standing.
your turn. And you are standing next to this creature with your full complement of attacks.
Of course it was going to be Kate. Of course it was going to be
Talk about needing to hear.
I love the drama. I hate that I am the drama.
Yeah.
But I love that this drama is happening.
I'm gonna swing from a chandelier.
Maybe I'll let you guys die. Maybe Zephyr has a gate to
Troy
catch.
started it. You're going to let him win.
Has a gate catch to catch back to catch a bow.
The gate has a gate catch to get
Shut
back.
up.
Easterville.
Hate.
I tried to finish it.
She's tripping over her words. She's nervous. She's having a stroke.
She's looking.
She's going to leave us for Valtrex.
Getting the yips.
How dare you make fun of me and my stutter when all of you are down right now?
Feel like that
down.
newscaster. And we'll take him. So take a child.
You got to get catch. I got to get
I
the
look
gate.
at the cat. Do I get the sense that
Look
if
at
I
the
were to hit, shut up, Sydney.
The cat
I look at the cat.
is covered in cat blood.
I'm just trying to balance. Like, do I try to hit it? I guess I could just
Yes.
do one flurry of blows, but then I need to take out. Well, no, I could take out my minor healing potion that I have. Give it to Asta in 2.
Just hit it.
So hit it, and then when I miss,
Hit it.
I still get one.
No.
heal up.
Hit it with your full attack. See what happens.
Yeah, my flurry of blows is 1 action.
No matter what, even if you feed me a potion and I come back up, the cat is going to take me down. So
Yeah.
I say do the most damage possible.
That's not true. You'll go before the cat.
But I have to stand up. And
You don't have to.
I don't even know where the cat is. I can't see anything.
It's right next to you.
It is?
Yes.
Oh.
Zephyr is currently standing on
I'm
sure what
standing
you're
on you.
Oh,
We
you're
can't see-
standing
we're-
on
Can't
We're
see 'cause she's
unconscious.
dying.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know what character is what. Up to you then. Make a decision of what Zephyr would do. Whatever you want to do. I trust.
I think it just makes sense that her Titan swing would unleash. Everyone is down. It tends to unleash when she's just like freaking out and can't hold in her energy. So, schwamp, schwamp, schwamp. Limbs get long. Titan swing. Make a melee strike.
I need a
Backlash.
backlash check.
Oh, backlash check first.
DC 5.
11.
Okay.
Got that out the way.
Yep. Okay. No backlash.
All right, here we go. Titan swing. This is it.
25 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay, so 25 to hit. On a hit, I deal 1d6 persistent bleed on top of
Regular
my
damage.
regular damage.
Okay, roll your regular
So
damage.
1d6, 6 plus 3, it's 9 points of damage, max damage.
And you kill it.
Yeah.
All right, this is very, very important here, though, because you are not out of the woods. Everybody else is unconscious and dying. That's your first action. This thing is now bleeding out from the persistent bleed damage. You have killed this creature. You have 2 more actions. They will continue to roll their death saves and could perish around you.
All right. what dying levels is everyone? You're stabilized.
Yes, the corpse.
I'm
Ramius. Buggles is stable. You're
fine.
2.
Dying 1.
Dying 1.
And I have Die Hard, so we have a minute.
I feel like you're right. But then I have to move. I only have 2 actions left. Or wait, Titan
Oh my
Swing.
God, if
Titan
Asta
Swing
had
is
the potion,
Titan Swing
you
is
could
2 actions.
take it and administer
That's what I
it.
was worried about. I didn't want to say anything.
she has one.
Titan Swing is 2 actions.
So there's nothing we can
One
do anyway.
action
I take out my healing potion.
Okay.
and start to unstopper it. Oh my God. You're still so traumatized from Lucky, and now you've got this thing inches from her mouth.
Takes 2 actions because my limbs gotta
Got
Chomp,
clumsy
chomp back
old
up.
limbs. It's round 8. The Annie Lennox is dead. You're just tuning in. Annie Lennox.
That's a really cruel thing to do to someone who just tuned in.
What if
You're
she's
listening on
wrong?
Armed Forces Radio.
Now
Annie
Sia
Lennox
hates
has
us,
sails through the
and
roof.
Lennox hates
This
us.
Christmas. Ramius, unconscious, stable. And then we come to Asta, who is yet again dying too.
It's fine.
You need to roll a DC 11 because of your toughness. Flat check. A natural 1 and you're permanently dead.
I swear.
Anything else and she'll pour this down your mouth and you'll live forever.
just Francis.
Just don't laugh. He knows. He knows. He knows. Okay, here I go.
Oh my God. Twice. You did it again. Twice in one.
I'm sorry. That was very sensitive. I didn't mean to push that.
Oh, come on!
I can't believe this is. I cannot believe this is happening again. Oh my God.
That is.
Statistically?
Crazy.
Statistically?
I mean,
What about the statistics?
all of our characters have died this way. This is exactly how all our
Yeah.
characters have died.
You just got your awakened power.
It was my die, too. I did it to myself. It's like I stabbed myself. I'm gonna.
She's, for the audio audience, she's slipping the dirt between her own ribs. She's crying to the heavens, but it's
The
silent.
thing is, if I did Flurry of Blows, I wouldn't have hit on either of those things.
You get a
You
bonus.
did
The fact
That's fine.
I get a
did.
different bonus.
You did what you had to do.
And like, even if I take like, oh, what if I didn't do the 2 action and I could have gotten you? Like, I wouldn't have hit.
Hey, you did what you had to do.
You had that premonition of us laying you on the table.
Maybe that was my death. I watched my own death. Wow. And I said it, and I believe it. It was the only way that it would have been poetic justice. That if Lucky went down from a fox, Asta goes down from a cat.
The exact same way. The enemy dead. And the natural one post-fight.
And it's you and me, the 2 people whose characters have died on death saves.
And it's Zephyr, who was there both times, about to save
Yeah,
the
you probably see it
person.
literally right there.
wow.
An
yeah.
unstoppered bottle standing over your body.
My limbs are shrinking back and I have control of them again to do it. And I see you just like,
You just watch. Yeah, you just watch like her fur just like stops rising, just goes up, and then is still.
I know we still have to do more death saves, but I feel like I would see that happen and know, and still try to like put it
Don't.
down your throat.
Don't.
Just pours it all over your mouth.
Don't.
Well, let's see what happens on her turn.
Joe's exploding right now.
Kate, that might be
I'm
what you
just-
do.
Watching people play, Matthew. I'm fine. I don't know what the problem is.
Are they using consumables?
Buggles
Let's waste a consumable while we're at it.
is fine. Unconscious and stable. Now it goes to Barnes. Barnes is dying 1. And Zephyr is considering pouring the potion into Asta's mouth.
I'm gonna open up my Norse Foundry. This is the Matthew die. Chonk.
Natural 1.
Yeah, I rolled my Sydney die too, so.
Natural 1 will take you to dying 3.
Cracked.
Correct. On an 11. Natural 13.
Stable.
Stable.
And now you're out of combat. Zephyr, you are the only one conscious. They're all unconscious, and you're just standing there amidst this carnage with no medicine skill.
Yeah.
You assume everyone is dead.
Yeah, I think what happened is her limbs shrunk back from the Titan swing, and she's taking out the minor healing potion. And as she's unscrewing it, as her fingers are like dexterous for this task again, she's just like, just hold on. We're so close. We're good. And she just sees you like look up at her and like take your last breath, or I don't know if your eyes are open or not.
So you know what? Here's the death scene. Like it's literally in, bullet time, like seconds. You have the potion, like you're about to pour it. And she reaches up toward you and she just like so lightly touches the lucky month tassel, which is also right next to the pouch of Lucky's ashes that are on your belt. And she just like brushes her hand against it as her hand falls back onto her body. And she just passes away.
And she's just holding the open, ready to pour, like maybe a drop comes out. And she wants to like just be like, no, and just like give in to just like freaking out and pouring all the healing potions down your throat like it's going to save you. But she knows, like she's heard you enough, like this voice in her head being like, you can't waste any of this stuff. You need to be, every healing potion is precious. And she like looks around and she sees like Buggles rise and fall of his chest a little bit. She's like, everyone else is still alive. Okay, and she's like, through the tears, like looks down at you and gets up and walks over to Ramius, pours a minor healing potion down your throat.
Down your shirt.
Down your misses your mouth. It goes in your eyes.
It's very dark.
It just dribbles right out of his mouth.
Am I concealed?
Your shirt wakes up.
Like tear.
Fortunately, I have no magical ability.
Get me off
Like
this pig.
tears streaming down her face as she's just going through the motions, knowing that this is what she has to do, and she can't give into like her big emotions right now. And goes to each of you because we have enough. We have 3 minor ones. I see them on our sheet.
But he can heal us.
She's gonna do that, or not.
Well, you poured it down Rami's throat, so roll the John James.
Oh, what do I roll?
It's a minor healing potion.
Yeah, well, so what's that?
It's a, what is it, D8, 2D8?
I don't know.
Hold on.
D8 or D6, whichever one you got there.
I always figure out what's lower,
Says-
minor or lesser.
It's not on your sheet. It like doesn't say on the sheet.
Oh, I'm just looking at like our written sheet, not on
Healing
my...
potion minor
1d8.
is 1d8.
8 points
Wow, nice.
to Ramius. So you like come back up.
Yeah, he'll come to. He opens his eyes.
It's like, Asta, you gotta do something. You have to bring her back like you brought me
Where's the
back.
creature? Where is it?
No, Asta, you have to bring her back. Like you brought us back. You have to bring her back.
And he sits up, and he's just got blood all over his robes and stuff from being torn up.
She's trying to pull you and push you over to her, like
And
not giving you a second.
He sees that he's not where he went down originally. He's like looking around. The buildings are not in the same place. And he's very confused, and he just sees Asta lying there. And he'll just, on all fours, just like crawl over. Asta. And he touches her face, and he opens her mouth. And he's just looking to make sure she's not breathing. And he feels for a pulse. What happened? When did she go down? When did she stop breathing? How long ago?
I was the last one up. You all were down, and I hit the creature with my power. And as soon as it was down, I went to grab a potion, but my limbs were still shrinking back. And I just one more second. And
Bonds. He's down as well. And he's going to.
Bleeding out.
Yeah, and he's going to do battle medicine on her, obviously, to no effect. And it's not working. And he's going to turn to Barnes and just like jump over there. sees that he's stable.
Can you imagine? I just
breathing.
rewatched the clip of ER when Carter and Lucy get stabbed. Like, can you imagine being Dr. Carter, having been stabbed to the point where you're just like unconscious and bleeding out and dying, being awoken and healed a little bit, and then being told, go operate on everyone else.
Yeah, it's just wild. Like, I imagine his vision like crawling in from the sides.
He's like crawling over
trying to
people.
like, there's just like stars at the edge of his vision, and he's sees that Barnes is stable, and he'll do battle medicine on Barnes. And let's see how that goes.
What did you do? What did you roll? I swear to
You
God.
rolled a natural
This
one.
isn't funny.
Barnes goes to dying one.
I rolled another natural one.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ!
All the blood, sweat, and tears.
It has nothing to do with the rolling why we don't feel like heroes.
I think at this point, like Zephyr's yelling at you, like, Rabius, did you?
Oh shit! And blood just starts going.
Oh.
So you're dying one.
Yeah.
I've used my battle medicine. So now, please guide us through these dark times in this dark place. And he will fucking use a heal spell. We're going to be back in camp in 15 minutes and need another night's rest.
They're going to charge us. They're going to bill us for that.
Goddamn losers.
Gonna bill you for the body disposal.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
Hey, you can get a striking rune on your hand.
Bill us for the body disposal. All right, so that is 16 points of healing. I did a level 1 heal on
For
you.
who? Just me?
Yeah, for you.
No longer dying.
So you wake back up. Oh, the spell leaves him, and you wake back up. And he's like, Bones, Osek,
Asa.
I can't wake her up. See if there's anything you can do. And he stands up. He's like, Buggles, and he starts running over to Buggles. And he's going to put Buggles back to dying real quick.
Gonna step on his throat as he's walking over there.
Barnes is just desperately feeling for a pulse in Asa's neck.
You know that makes Barnes wounded too now because of that.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Well, he'll be fine now. I can treat him.
Because he got conscious, became wounded one, he brought him to dying, brought him back. He's now wounded two.
Wait,
A critical hit kills
It was
him.
a very serious injury I did on him when I
tree
tried.
wounds is how we got into this mess.
I know. All right. So then, but now you got 16 hit points to spare. I'm sure you'll be fine. He's not going to do the same thing with Buggles. Can't risk it.
Worst doctor.
I'm doing my best.
I'm a barber.
Christ's sake. That doesn't make any sense. For keeper's sake. Okay.
I did my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough.
25 hit points to Buggles.
Oh, huge.
As he just is going to cast a healing font on Buggles to get you up.
He doesn't know either.
Yeah, just like looking around wildly for this cat. And
It's defeated, Buggles. Zephyr killed it. But Asta's not well. She's not well, Buggles. And he'll stand back up, start moving slowly back.
Brother Ramius.
Is she breathing yet?
And
She
you
woken.
You just kind of catch, you look at it, you catch, he's kind of crouching over her body, and he just looks up and he just slow shake of the head.
He just goes, no! Pushes you out of the way. Goes down on top of her.
Dying-
smacks
dying
her.
three.
You filthy fucking thief!
Your head on the cement stair.
From her pockets, rocks, gold. Like as you smack her, just things.
One
are,
of my books.
yeah,
Yeah.
like stuff, all the stuff of ours that we didn't realize was missing is like flying
yeah.
out of her
A couple of
pocket.
forged
Absolutely.
passports.
Grabs her collar. Just,
items from each of your backpacks, handles.
And that one coin you saw on the ground?
Yeah,
the
there's
one
the
coin.
one.
I forgot.
The one gold coin she picked up flies out of her pocket.
and he just has these flashes of seeing you in the when you first walked in to that in the Druids, that place. I forget what her name was. The halfling.
Lemma Feldthorn.
Lemma
Wow.
Feldthorn,
Wow,
when you
good
first
memory.
walked into Lemma's place.
horse.
Wait,
He saw
wasn't it
you.
Lemmafeld, or is that what I missed?
Lemma Feldthorn.
Lemma Feldthorn. Okay.
What was the horse's name? Oh, she smells your crotch.
She rode a horse into the hall.
Oh, buckets or biscuits.
Anyway, he sees this image in his mind of Asta walking in and like so innocent and so young and just being like, you know, I saw you. I was there. And us being like, who are you working for? And like not trusting her and everything. And then she became part of us, obviously, for a long time. And so he just has this flash of seeing her there and how choosing to come in and reveal herself to us killed her. And he just sits back on his haunches. A tear just starts to come down his cheek. I'm so tired.
It's not worth it anymore. This keeps happening.
The danger will only increase from here on out.
I can't do it anymore.
It is only because of you that we are alive.
I can't do this anymore. This is too much.
How did you do it?
My power again. I came out, and because of that, I was able to kill it. But because of that, I couldn't give her the potion in time. So.
But you saved us all.
Yes, if you had not destroyed it in that moment, we'd all be dead. It would tear us limb from limb, feed on all of us. Zephyr.
You cannot give up. Asta gave her life for this cause. If you were to give up now, it would be to dishonor her memory.
So we keep going and putting more people in danger to not dishonor the memory of our dead friends?
I think that Sakawachi's people may be right. Whatever this Asoyo is, it may be the doom of not just their people, but all of us. And people will have to die trying to stop it. And if we give up, it will consume us all.
Come on! Come on! And if you look, Buggles is like, he's smacking himself in his head. And he's just like, come on! Come on! And he's like trying to force this like healing psychic energy that he can produce sometimes. Like he's trying to force it out of his brain and into Asta. And it's not coming. And he's just like smacking himself. Come on! And it's like tears rolling down his face, and he's just like keeps like hitting himself, and he just finally just collapses next to her body.
It is an act of service we do. This mission. All of you. You began this journey because you were trying to solve a mystery about yourselves. But now, Brother Amius is right. What is before us is far greater and far more important, and far more many lives at stake. We cannot give up. Not yet. Brother Amius, you've done so much. I know you yourself are hurting, but I must ask you, can you patch us up? Just get us out of the space. I don't think we are safe here.
I'll try. He pulls out his medic kit, sets it down. Come here. And he's just like kind of like absently looking over at Asta, that strange stillness of her now actual corpse, actual cadaver. And he starts working on Barnes to try to treat wounds. And that's going to be a success, and I did the extra bonus. So you're going to get 21 points of healing. And that's 10 minutes, and then, we'll keep kind of going through this. That is 15 points of damage.
I'm good. There goes the wounded condition.
At least Barnes to start.
Barnes is going to just kind of do a perception check around the area, so you see if I can make sure nothing's going to bother us while Brother Amius attends to the rest of us. Natural 20.
Fucking mother.
How dare you?
You disgust me.
God damn it.
Can't believe
Ready?
you would do that.
You don't hear anything.
I had no
Nice
doubt.
flavor roll.
My flavor roll.
Buggles. 17.
That is me done.
Oh, great. And then,
So
just very gently.
no wounded.
He's still all beat up. He hasn't helped himself yet. All bloodied. And looks at Zephyr. Zephyr, let me patch you up. Please. We don't even know if we have to get her out of here, and we don't know if we'll be jumped along the way.
She's just like not looking at you, just sitting with her back against like the wall of the building that's by where Os's body is, and just like doesn't respond. It's just like staring down the street.
So she's just going to pull out
Past you.
some bandages, and you can see the scratches along her neck where this thing dug into her flesh. This will sting a little. She's trying to see if she'll respond at all. She's not responding. And he'll start working. Oh, hit it for, ooh, that was a good one. 22.
22. I'm still down 12.
Okay. That is a crit. And you're fine.
Cool.
Barnes is going to sheath his kukri, and he's going to bear Asta's body. Can't leave it here. It'll disappear.
she's a fox.
Do you maintain your kitsune form, right?
You say bear.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
Oh, did you
Kitsune
say-
form.
I'm going to
You
bear
took her clothes
body.
off? Bared her body?
Although I do love,
Inappropriate.
I love the idea of if she died, she goes into like a fox form. But no, she's just her kitsune form.
Then I would just put you in my pocket.
And you stick me around your neck.
I'll carry you.
Strip her bare and carry her back to camp.
Take my
I'm
loot.
with you.
Take my loot. I've got
I
good.
bear her body. All right, are you heading back to the Smiling Wolves camp, or are you pushing on?
No, not yet. You just hear Ramius screaming. Over and over.
Did you try to treat yourself and get a natural
I
one?
tried to treat myself, and I got a natural 1. So, to be honest, I rolled damage against myself. 1d8. I have 8 hit points.
Stop. No.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, good.
I was like, oh, okay, good. I don't have to bother anybody.
It's 2d8.
Then I rolled another natural 1 on the next check. So now I'm at 7 hit points.
Lose
And then I
it.
rolled the damage, and I rolled another 1. So that's 4 consecutive ones. Too bad, too good. But all ones.
Too bad.
Now I think you should watch to see as he's cutting himself open like a lunatic.
You're probably really tired.
Failure.
It makes
But not a
sense.
fumble. Failure, but not a yeah.
He just rolled a 4.
Failure,
and then
but not a
5.
fumble. 4, 5, 2. God damn it! There, he succeeded on that one. Let's get the stitch in place.
Barnes puts
Slice
Asta's
it off.
body down. I think we're going to be here for a minute. we're all just standing there trying not to look at him.
He's shaking and sweating. Oh, son of a keeper! Such a ridiculous character. My God.
You don't even need anyone else to play with you, dude.
Just had a successful for 3 points. I mean, this is just great. Natural 2. Hours are passing. The sun is setting in the west.
Rising.
Sun's already set. It's rising.
Can't walk yet. All right, the sun's another failure. 4 natural 4.
Use a different die.
Go back to camp.
Okay, different die. Different die. I can't walk the streets like this. Natural 17 on the other one. See? Just have to change up that Norse Foundry sometimes to the rose quartz. All right.
You full?
Not even close. So we're getting there.
Still wounded.
We're getting there. Yeah, now he's only down 11. Shut up. One more. Natty 18. I really did just need to change the die. And back to full. Okay.
You'd think you would have changed it after the 1, 1, 3, 4, 1.
Well,
or
that's what I
whatever
thought it would happen. Like, now it's going to happen.
That was like 2.5 hours, right?
Yeah.
Of you.
Yes. Multiple hours.
While we walked, you just stabbed yourself.
No, I just sat there. You just had to
Yeah, we
wait.
had to wait.
He just kept
I'm,
screaming.
I'm
and
already
screaming.
waiting. I'm dead.
She stinks.
right.
She stinks now.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
don't.
that's it.
2 hours. I don't stink.
Maybe it's the Branzino.
I don't stink.
The Bronzino.
The Branzino really
Fucking
stinks.
fish in the sun.
It all started with that damn Bronzino.
Sounds like the beginning of a novel.
It all started with that damn Bronzino.
So it was like
The way she walked into my office.
like a hard-boiled, like
a
Italian
perfectly
restaurant
prepared
kitchen
Bronzino.
mystery.
Should have known that.
She had
the
legs from
minute
Handle
that
Tuesday.
Branzino
And a Branzino.
Blew
You could
out
smell from a
Ramius's
mile away.
As
fingers.
soon as that Bronzino landed on the cat, I knew things were going to be straight.
Is this Oz's eulogy?
Oh my god. Okay.
So yeah, carrying Asa's body, moving, still trying to navigate toward the market. Brother Ramius.
Are you going to go towards the market or are you going back
Are we
to
going
camp?
back? Like, we don't even know what we're approaching. Like, we're just assuming that this is going to be a chill interaction. Also, a cat just killed our friend. So maybe we should go back.
Honestly, I don't want to leave her with them. I guess we can just pay it.
Skywatch and Numa and Hubert are there.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, Hubert is going to be crushed.
I mean,
Aw.
I think we have to go back.
Yeah. We can't.
We have to admit that it defeated us on this attempt. We have to return. Can't keep carrying her body deeper into unknown territory.
All right. Can you navigate us back?
Oh, no.
I'll try.
Now that the sun is fucking up.
And the DCs are increased.
See, it's like swole.
Oh, no.
I'm a piece of shit.
Up all night.
Didn't take it so long.
Yeah, mother. Yeah, for real. So like the stars are going to lose.
I just want to be, clear. We could have said, Joe could have said, we're gonna spend an hour or two healing. Is that all right? And you probably would have hand-waved it, wouldn't you?
Thought about it.
I just like
Decided to be honest.
play honest. Also, the 4 ones in a row was a real punch to the stomach. All right, he's going to navigate by what stars are left. There's only a few bright ones.
The Dawn Star.
The Dawn Star.
What did you roll?
The same exact shitbird roll. Natural 2 for a 14. Same exact failure.
Natural 14.
Once Barnes starts seeing you start to sweat
Yeah.
and look around nervously, I'll drop Asta's body in a heap on the ground and pull out my kukri and just wait for whatever's going to come for us now.
Like when something's gonna attack us again.
You guys walk for an hour, heading in a completely different direction. But those of you who are watching down while Ramius was watching up, you feel as if you're just moving back exactly where you were going. You're making only right turns. It's left. You know you're moving in a certain direction. After an hour, you come upon the body of the Atlantics. End up right back in the same
I'm
spot.
so sorry. I can't see it.
I feel like
why.
Zephyr starts crying because, like, that's gotta suck.
Yeah.
We're carrying her friend, our friend. She's dead. We're trying to just get back to camp to regroup. The godforsaken sun is shining down on us. And we come across the dead body of the cat again. And I bet you it's just like maddening. Like we were up all night while you were screaming,
Stain.
trying to heal yourself.
Must have fell.
I'm going to try to navigate us with
The
astronomy.
Branzino really stinks. That sun did not help.
Let me
Wait.
Let me give it a try.
Can we still attempt astronomy?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be hard, but I mean, maybe you just better do survival because the DC is going to be higher.
What's your bone?
12.
Oh, yeah. Mine's only +7 for
I know,
astronomy.
I only got +6.
It's the one. It's the one skill I put expert in.
Did you roll the rose quartz?
Yeah.
We'll try it again.
What's the worst that could happen?
All right. I'll try a different way, different path. 22 that time.
Another hour passes.
Wait. This is it. Wait. Has to be.
You hear the sound of water. And you see the docks up ahead. You see Smiling Wolf's camp. Maybe the wolf howls start up. Oh, until they realize very quickly the situation. As you carry Asta's body into the camp.
They all stand up, and they don't quite approach. They kind of give space for you. You see Mats kind of walk up unknowing, wondering what's going on, and then sees. And he just kind of folds his hands and looks downward. And then you see Hubert just kind of come back. Oh, you're back? What, is everybody fast asleep in? Is everything all right?
No, Hubert.
No.
And like there's dried, like runny, dirty tears on her face. Just, no, it's not okay.
He gets closer and you see he smells death. At Mark, you all share. You're cursed. I don't think I like your world. He turns around. And we'll see you next week.